Hello everybody, Killer Winston here, and today I will be doing with Deku was reborn as a slime, part 20. So in the last part, All Might just defeated the Nomu with Deku and his clone, which is being Phantom, had defeated Bellicor. Now continuing the story, Kirishima and All Might would have been in the infirmary or just with Recovery Girl. Her trying to, heal Kirishima's hand because remember, in the last part, Shigaraki actually touched Kirishima with all 5 fingers and would start to decay Kirishima's hand, but, at a low rate, or just very slow. As Recovery Girl would have tried her best to, slow down the decay process even more. Her actually doing it, but the decay would be still there. As Kirishima would have been, a bit sad because his hand will start to slowly decay away until he dies. All Might seeing the sad face on Kirishima's face, as he would have thought that he should tell Kirishima about, how All Might got his wound healed, which Kirishima and Recovery Girl still, doesn't know how it got healed. All Might asking Recovery Girl to call in Midoriya. Her doing that as Deku would walk in and ask All Might what he wants, or just why he is here. With All Might asking for Deku's help. Him saying, "Young Midoriya, can you help heal young Kirishima?" Sure? With Kirishima and Recovery Girl being confused. Because, Deku is a slime, and slimes don't heal. I mean heal others. Kirishima asking, "Wait, what? You can heal others?" Basically, yes, I can. Wait, how is that even possible? You're a slime, right? Yes, I am a slime, but how should I explain this? Can't you just tell us the truth? Kirishima would have said that. Deku thinking, if I do, can they keep it a secret? Him using thought communication would ask All Might. That. All Might would have tell Deku that both Recovery Girl and Kirishima are trustworthy, since they did keep their word about not telling everyone about All Might's injury, with Deku trusting All Might and saying, "I can tell you the true story, but you have to keep it a secret." Okay, but why's that? The thing is, if you try to tell everyone about it, everyone would think that you're crazy. What? What do you mean? Let me show you. As Deku would use thought communication to show both Kirishima and Recovery Girl about the other world, excluding the part where Bakugo went to the other world. As whenever Deku finished using thought communication, Kirishima would have taken a step back, him saying, so there is an other world? Yes, there is. And you have multiple quirks? Actually, they're not quirks, they are skills. Wait, you mean like games? Yes, basically games. As Deku would have told Kirishima to stick out his hand, or the arm that was hit by Shigaraki's decay. Him doing so as Deku would have taken the bandage off of the arm, him seeing the damage, as he would have, create a ball of healing slime and throwing it on the wound. It completely healing, with both Kirishima and Recovery Girl being shocked, because Recovery Girl thought that no one can heal that decay, and Deku just did. with Deku going straight towards All Might and throwing another one at him, also healing him back to full health. With All Might buffing up and jumping out of bed, him saying, "Ah, thank you, young Midoriya. I feel much better now." "Of course, All Might, I'm happy to help." Kirishima asking, "Wait, All Might, you already know that Midoriya can heal others?" Uh, yes. How? "Because he was the one that healed my wound." "Wait, Midoriya was the one that healed your injury?" "Yes, he was." As Kirishima would start to ask more and more questions about Deku's powers, and also about how All Might first met Midoriya. But whenever he asked that question, this is when the bell would ring, All Might telling Kirishima to, well, go to class. Kirishima doing so, and just before Deku left the infirmary, All Might would have stopped him, asking a question. Young Midoriya, have you noticed something odd about young Bakugo?" "Odd? About what?" "About his explosive personality." "Oh, what's odd about his personality? Isn't he always explosive and angry?" "Yes, he is, but he looks to be more calm, and I was wondering if you would know anything about that." "Oh, you mean that?" As Deku would tell All Might about Bakugo's little trip to the other world, and after Deku explained that, he would have went out of the infirmary, him going back to class. Now we will cut to the end of that day's class, as Bakugo would have went up to Deku asking if, well, he could train with Deku. Deku saying, "Okay, but do you want to go to the village or do you just want to train in this world?" "It depends on you, Deku, but if you would let me choose, I would choose the other world." "Sure, but not too long." "What? Why?" "Well, because just look at yourself, Kachan. You have been in the other world for 8 days, and you are already much, much stronger and a lot more buffer. So if you stay there for even longer, you will get even more stronger and even more buffer." "So what, Deku? What's wrong with that?" "Of course there's nothing wrong, Kachan. It's just that everyone will start to get more suspicious on how you are getting a lot stronger and a lot buffer in such a short period of time." "Then how long are we going to stay in the other world?" Maybe 4 to 5 days." "Fine. Good." As Deku would open a portal to the other world, them going through and starting to train. As after an hour in the My Hero world, the portal will open once again, with Deku and Bakugo walking out of the portal, their clothes being a bit dirty, and Bakugo would have been wearing the armed guard, which I'm just going to call it the Wind Gauntlet. Okay. As he would pass the Wind Gauntlet back to Deku, Deku using Predator and eating the gauntlet, storing it in his stomach. After that, both Deku and Bakugo would have went their separate ways to go home. As we will time skip to the next week, because in that time, the whole Class 1A would have gotten a 1 week off, since they got attacked by the villains in the USJ. And also in that time, Bakugo and Deku would have been training together every single day, or just 1 hour, aka 4 days in the other world. Now, whenever they got back to school, Aizawa would have announced that they will be having a sports festival in, I think it was the next week. Is it? whatever, let's just say it's the next week. As the rest of the day would be the same as the anime. Well, maybe except for the end of the day, as Kirishima would have walked up to Deku, him saying, Midoriya, do you have a minute? Yes, I do. What is it, Kirishima? As Kirishima would have put Deku aside, him saying, Midoriya, can you please train me? Deku being confused and, well, shocked, him saying, wait, what? Please, Midoriya, I need your help. I need your help to control One for All. Uh, okay. Then how do you want me to train you? I mean, I'm not that good at training others. Kirishima saying, train me just like you train Bakugo. Wait, what? How did you? I saw you last week. You and Bakugo going through that portal and coming back out an hour later, your clothes dirty, and Bakugo's hand having some kind of arm guard. So I'm guess you're training. Am I right? Yes, you are. But are you sure that you want to train just like Bakugo? Yes, I do. Please train me. Okay then. Him giving Kirishima a time and address on where they will meet to go to the other world. As that day will come, with Kirishima standing at the address waiting for Deku. Deku walking up to Kirishima with Bakugo, him asking, So, are you ready? Yes, I am. Good, then let's go. As he will open the portal to the other world, with all three of them walking through. Now, whenever they went through the portal, this will be the time where they start training for the UA Sports Festival. And if you are wondering how, basically Kirishima is hardening his body to, well, his hardest, with Bakugo throwing explosions at Kirishima, him trying to use his biggest explosion at Kirishima. As they will be doing that for one day. After one day, it will be, well, reversed, with Kirishima trying to control One for All. Bakugo would be sparring with Deku, with Deku, of course, not using his full power. Well, maybe at 30 to 40% of Black Lightning. And while Deku and Bakugo were sparring, Kirishima would notice that Deku is using Black Lightning throughout his entire body. Him thinking about it as he would do the same with One for All. Kirishima getting full cow at 10%. Well, 20% if he is pushing it. As whenever he got that, he would have been trying to get used to the stress that full cowling is putting on his body. Him also trying to use his unbreakable mode. By the way, Deku and the others are not at the village dojo, or just the town's dojo. They are at Deku's personal training place. You know, the place where Veldora told Deku to train in if he wants to. Now, let's say 3 more days have passed by. So it has been 4 total days since Deku and the others came to the other world, as this is when Deku would take, well, Bakugo and Kirishima to his village, or just the dojo. Wait, no, not the dojo, the town. Kirishima being surprised to see that Deku owns an entire town. Them going through the gate, with the same thing happening again. You know, the whole thing where everybody started to crowd around Deku. Yeah, that still happens because it has been a long time since he came to the village. Since remember, 4 days in the other world is 1 hour in the My Hero world. So yeah, that's a long time. And this time, instead of Bakugo being stopped by the guard to see if he has a identification, it would have been Kirishima. And unlike Bakugo, Kirishima does not explode. He just simply asks Deku to, well, explain to the guard, which he does. The guard letting Kirishima through. Them going to Kaido's blacksmith again to get Kirishima's identification, which instead of Kaido being there, it would have been Kurobe. You know, the kitchen that is very big, muscular, and, well, looks like a middle-aged man. Him being very happy to see, well, Deku. Deku asking the same question he did when he came to get, well, Bakugo's identification. But this time it is for Kirishima. Kurobe doing the same thing that Kaido did, telling Kirishima to put his hand on a mirror as his stats would come up in the mirror. And let's say that Kirishima is level 26. Deku also asking Kurobe to do the magic attribute test, which he does as he will find out that Kirishima's magic attribute is wind. Kirishima being, well, happy as you ask, so does that mean I can use magic? No, the thing is, even though you have a magic attribute, you don't have any magic inside of you, so you can't use it. Then how do I get magic? Well, the thing is, every living creature in our world cannot have magic or just store magic. So you either need an outside source or a magic stone. Wait, a magic stone? Yes, you see those armed guards on Bakugo's hand? Yeah, those are made out of magic stone. To be specific, it is a magic stone that has the element of wind, and I call it the Wind Gauntlet. As Bakugo would show off his control over wind, with Kirishima getting a bit jealous, him saying, "So can I get one of those as well?" "I can make one for you, but I wouldn't recommend it." "What? Why?" "You see, you already have two quirks, and that is already hard enough. Now, if you add one more power into the mix, it will get a lot more complicated, and I'm afraid it will get a bit stressful for you to train all three powers, so I wouldn't recommend it to you." Kirishima understanding where Deku is coming from, as he will stop thinking of getting the Wind Gauntlet yet, because he wants to first master those two quirks he have, which is One for All and his original hardening quirk. Now after that whole situation, they would have went to the dojo, Deku asking for Hakuro's help on training Kirishima and Bakugo. Him happily do so because he kind of thinks that it is a little bit more interesting than training the kids that is in the town, since Bakugo and Kirishima are not from his world or the other world. As another 4 days would pass by, with Deku telling Kirishima and Bakugo to, well, pack their stuff and leave, because they are going back to the My Hero world. But before Deku would open the portal to the My Hero world, he would have, well, went to a place, the graveyard, him paying his respects to his old friends, you know, James and Harry, also his old, well, father figure. which is the chief. Now, after that, Deku would have went back to the group, him asking if they are ready to leave, which they would not, as Deku would open a portal to the My Hero world, them walking through, and, well, going back home. Now, this will be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!